Hello everyone, welcome to Management Kaksha, a one-stop solution for all your management-related queries. In previous video, we have covered about the internal organizational environment. In this video, we will be talking about the external organizational environment. In specific, we will be focusing on general environment or the macro factors which affect the organizational environment. The task environment or the micro factors will be covered in the upcoming video. The external environment embraces all general environmental factors and an organization's specific industry-related factors. The general environment factors include those factors that are common in nature and generally affect all organizations. While one section of an organization faces opportunities, another faces threats from a similar environment, perhaps because there is differentiation in the respective resources, capabilities, and entrenched positions within the industry. For example, the growing mobile telephone market in India provides enormous opportunities for different types of organizations, from handset manufacturers, content developers, application developers, mobile signal tower manufacturers, to service providers. Whereas the traditional telephone market faces threat from the growing opportunities. Thus, it is very crucial to have in-depth information and analysis about the general environmental factors. For the convenience of analysis, we can divide the external environment into two groups: the general environment or macro environment and the task environment. Some call it the immediate operating environment or micro environment. So as mentioned earlier, in this video, I'll be covering about the general environmental factors. The general environment consists of those factors in an external environment that indirectly affect the business operations of firms. The major factors that constitute the general environment include political situations, economic conditions, social and cultural factors, technological advancements, legal factors, natural environment, and demographics in a particular country or region. The general environment includes the distinct factors in the external environment that is general or more common in nature. Its impact on the operations of the firm, its competitors and customers make its analysis imperative. Elements of the general external environment are political, economical, socio-cultural, technological, legal, and environmental. An easy way to remember these elements are by the acronym PESTLE. PESTLE model is also used for the identification and analysis of factors in the general environment. Now let's discuss in depth about these general environmental factors. First one is the political factor. The political factors of the general environment refer to the business-government relationship and the overall political situation of the country. A good business-government relationship is essential to the economy and most importantly for the business. The government of a country intervenes in the national economy through setting policies or rules for business. In our country, we see many such policies like the import, export, taxation, investment, drug, competition and consumer protection policy, and much more. In many third world countries, the successive governments are emphasizing more on privatization rather than on state ownership. As global competition has increased, The government has also liberalized its trade policies to be in line with the World Trade Organization agreements. Political stability affects the operations of a business firm substantially. Every decision about investment is highly affected by political stability. We have seen that in several countries in Asia, Africa, Latin America, how political instability has in the past affected investment and trading in the country. In many third world countries also, political instability or political disturbances substantially affected businesses. Managers must be able to understand the implications of the activities of these agencies and groups. Another element is the economic factors. The economic factor of an organization is the overall status of the economic system in which the organization operates. The important economic factors for business are inflation, interest rates, and unemployment. These factors of the economy always affect the demand for products. For example, during inflation, the company pays more for the resources, and to cover these higher costs, they raise the commodity prices. A country's economic conditions affect market attractiveness. The performance of business organizations is affected by the health of a nation's economy. Business organizations operate their businesses in markets consisting of people. These people are likely to become customers when they have purchasing power. And purchasing power depends on income, prices, savings, debt, and availability of credit. All the economic variables in the economy must be treated holistically for clear envisioning of the entire economy and market. There is thus a need to analyze the economic environment prudently by business firms. Next element is the socio-cultural factors. Customs, morals, values, and demographic characteristics of the society in which the organization operates makes up the socio-cultural factors of the general environment. The socio-cultural dimension must be well studied by a manager. It indicates the product, services, and standards of conduct that society is likely to value and appreciate. The standard of business conduct varies from culture to culture, and so does the taste and necessity of products and services. Socio-cultural forces include culture, lifestyle changes, social mobility, attitudes towards technology, and people's values, opinions, beliefs, etc. A society's values and attitudes form the cornerstone of the society. They often drive other conditions and changes. The stand for many products changes with the changes in the social attitudes. Socio-cultural factors differ across countries. Therefore, managers of business organizations need to study and predict the impact of social and cultural changes on the future of business operations in terms of meeting consumer needs and interest. Business firms must offer products in the society that correspond to their values and attitudes. The next element is the technological factors. It denotes to the methods available for converting resources into products or services. Managers must be careful about the technological factor. Investment decisions must be accurate in new technologies and they must be adaptable to them. Technological factors include information technology, the internet, biotechnology, global transfer of technology, and so forth. Nobody can deny the fact that the pace of change in these technological dimensions is extremely fast. Technological changes substantially affect a firm's operation in many ways. The advancement of industrialization in any country depends mostly on the technological environment. Technology has major impacts on product development, manufacturing efficiencies, and potential competition. The effects of technological changes occur primarily through new products, processes, and materials. An entire industry may be transformed or revitalized due to the use of new technology. Strategy formulation is linked to technological changes. An intelligent response to ever-increasing technological advances should be entrepreneurial rather than reactive. Strategic managers need to monitor developments in technology for the particular industry when formulating a strategy. A quick and thorough study of technological changes will help the managers achieve a higher market share because of the early adoption of new technology. A firm must be aware of technological changes to avoid obsolescence and promote innovation. It means that strategy managers of an organization must be adept in technological forecasting. The next element is the legal factors. The legal environment consists of laws and regulatory frameworks in a country. Many laws regulate the business operations of enterprises, such as the Factories Act, Industrial Relations Ordinance, the Contract Act, and the Company Law, just to name a few. Business laws primarily protect companies from unfair competition and also protect consumers from unfair business practices. They also protect society at large. The laws regarding a merger, acquisitions, industry regulation, employment conditions, unionization, workmen's compensation, and the like affect a firm's strategy. Even globalization has caused significant repercussions in the legal environment. The business managers must thus have thorough knowledge and understanding about the major laws that protect business enterprises, consumers, and society. The overall situation of law implementation and justice in the country signifies that there is a favorable situation for business in a country. The next element is the environmental or natural factors. Strategy makers need to analyze the trends in the natural environment of a country where it is operating its business. The most pertinent issues in the natural environment that strategy makers should consider include the availability of raw materials and other inputs, changes in the cost of energy, levels of environmental pollution, and the changing role of government in environmental protection. Another important element, apart from the pestle, is the demographic factors which needs to be considered while considering the general environmental factors. Demographic environment is concerned with country's population. Specifically, it is related to the population's size, age structure, geographic distribution, ethnic mix, and income distribution. Strategy makers must make an analysis of the demographic issues, especially these issues: size and growth rate of population, age distribution, ethnic mix, educational levels, household patterns, and inter-regional movements. Another important general environmental factor is the international factors. Virtually every organization is affected by international factors. It refers to the degree to which an organization is involved in or affected by businesses in other countries. Global society concept has brought all the nations together. Through modern network of communication and transport technology, almost every part of the world is connected. Therefore, strategy makers need to analyze all of them in an interrelated fashion to understand and visualize the complete environment. Thank you for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you've liked the videos.